Hey, today we're gonna be analyzing a video from Dr. Turek. Why did God create the devil? Let's hear it.
So I had a discussion recently with my friends about God, and they asked me a question: why is it that God? Why did He create the devil? Why is that? My answer was, you can't have free will. There has to be a choice if you have free will. Is that a good enough answer?
I think it is, and there's not actually a lot in the Bible.
I don't think it's a good answer. Why? Because that might be implying that the devil is necessary. So this whole thing about Adam and Eve and the serpent and the apple was there on purpose. So God needed to create the devil, evil, in order to create free will. Is that it? No, it makes no sense.
About Satan, believe it or not, in terms of his creation. We don't really learn about the angel split until Revelation chapter 13, right? Where a third of the angels go with Satan and the other 2/3 stay with God. But yes, he creates these angels, and one of them becomes a fallen angel and takes a...
Okay, so in heaven, there was problems already. There were some angels in rebellion. Why? What was going on in heaven? You know, I want to share with you something real quick. Sometimes, you know how the United States government is harassing and persecuting, what's his name? Assange, the reporter that exposed the corruptions in war of the USA. You know how the government is putting this guy in jail for no good reason. Maybe God is like the US government and the devil is really like Assange. You know, he was, exposing God maybe. Maybe the devil is not really the bad guy here. Maybe it's God. Food for thought.
Third of the angels with him. He had the free choice to disobey God and decided to do so. And
yeah, so there were a lot of problems in heaven. Something fishy here.
so from that fall, we later get, of course, the fall of Adam and Eve. And believe it or not, if you think about the whole Christian story, you know what the whole Christian story is about? If you had to sum up the Bible or the whole Christian story in one word, what would it be?
No, sir, please, stop it. Could you please stay with the question? Why you always go away and bring attention somewhere else? Could you please stop doing that? I don't know if people in the crowd can catch this, what he's doing, taking attention away, disperse, burn some time, but not really responding to the question. So far, I don't think he has answered the question yet.
Free will.
No, that's part of it. Well, you could say that, and these are all good. I would say it's redemption.
I will be yelling, how about answer the question?
Right? You have...
What's the answer to why did God create the devil?
You said it! You go, girl! You have... Don't be so incredulous. I mean,
Still not answering the question.
you have paradise lost in Genesis, paradise regained in Revelation. Everything in between is the story of redemption, where God comes to earth, adds humanity over his deity, and suffers for the creatures that actually rebelled against him so they could be redeemed.
Rebellion in heaven. Again, there were problems in heaven. Are there problems in heaven right now? Are there other angels being rebellious in heaven right now? Are there going to be more devils? What's going on in heaven?
They could be bought back. They could be reconciled with him. That's the whole story from Genesis to maps.
Oh, so the whole thing about the devil is just so they can reconcile BS.
All right? You guys don't have maps in the back of your Bible? Come on. That's the whole story.
Okay, so Dr. Tarek, in my opinion, did not answer the question, but I am going to answer it, okay? Why did God create the devil? First of all, we don't know if there's a God. We don't know if there's a devil. But if there is a God and a devil, I would think that the devil is absolutely necessary in order for God to have a grasp on people. Why I say this? If your life is beautiful, you're happy, you're enjoying life, you're being a good person, and someone starts talking to you about God, you don't really care. Like this guy, other guy, Ray Comfort does, like manipulating people's emotion. If people are not moving with the love of God, you have to create something that push people. You have to create fear in them. If they feel secure, they feel loved, they feel stable, man, you have to shake them and make them feel fear. Best tool to do that? The devil. Evil. Scare people. Make them move. I think that's the whole point of the devil. Why God doesn't get rid of the devil? Just going like, bing, like that. He doesn't want to do it. How else people are going to move towards God if there's no evil and devil that helps people to move? I think this whole thing about God and the devil is just all made up by man in order to control you to do things that you will normally do not do. Like, for example, normally you would not give your money to these people, but if you introduce God and the devil, suddenly you're giving money. Very interesting. So, in short, why did God create the devil? Because it's needed in order for God to work. See you in the next one.